Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. I've got a number of things to talk about today. The first one is, I got this. I know a lot of you have seen those videos, and I think most know what's going on there and maybe where they came from. I also know there are a few people who maybe don't know where they came from and perhaps don't get it either. They don't know what's it all about or why are people doing that, because it's silly. So I want to talk about that briefly. Where it started, just for those who don't know. Last week I did a Friday Talkie, as I usually do, and I'm almost certainly going to pronounce this wrong. FuyuAkiWorld, or pronounced literally from the spelling FuyuAkiWorld, something like that. I'm going to say FuyuAkiWorld just because it's easier and I'm lazy. Did a very, very short response, because I've been talking about plug and plays, and he held up his plug and play and said, I got this, and it was 4 seconds long, something like that. No intention whatsoever of starting anything. It was just a very quick, to the point, I got this. And I don't know who it was who picked up on that and did a response to that, but then a number of people did responses, and then it all snowballed and kind of took on a life of its own. I know there are masses of responses directly to FuyuAkiWorld's video. There are other responses. I mean, people are doing video responses to my video response, and likewise there are other people who've done videos, and so it's like there are the people who know where it originated, and then there are people who responded to the responses and don't necessarily know where it originated, and I don't know how far it's gone now. I was sort of tracking it for a while. I've lost track. But that's where it started. Then there's the what's it about thing. I mean, it's not for me to say. There's just my interpretation of it, which is it's a bit of fun. And what's the point? Well, you could say there is no point, it's just a bit of fun, but actually in a way there is. There are two real benefits from doing a thing like that. One is that, actually there are three benefits really. One is that you can show your viewers an object that you like, that you find fun, that means something to you, and you do it really quickly, so you're not taking up their time. It's like, I've got this, and there it is. No messing around or anything, it's just getting it out there really quickly. Another thing with it is, it actually shows a part of your character. The item you choose to show says something about you, whether or not people choose to look at it that way or think about that aspect, who knows, but you know, they could. And the other thing, it's actually a good promotional tool, particularly in that a lot of people who are doing these videos are also linking to other people who've done them, or linking back to where they first saw it or whatever. There's a lot of linkage going on, and that's really good. I know several people have found my channel through that, where they've watched one of these and followed the links back and come to mine. And I've found some people that way as well, and some really good channels, and in fact I'm going to mention one of them later. Quite how much detail I'm going to be able to go into, I don't know, because my interwebs is broken. Listen to that excellent grammar there. Yeah, so promotion, self-promotion, or just generally networking, it's a great aspect of it. So yes, it is a little bit of fun, it is silly, it is seemingly nonsensical, but there is actually a point. There are benefits to doing it. I am seeing it's odd, because there is this element of people who obviously don't like it. There are thumbs down on a lot of these videos, and I just think, joyless twit, or twit, whoever is doing that. It's like, it's fun, it's tiny, it's taking up such a tiny little bit of your time. How could you possibly thumb it down? But some people are just utterly joyless. Yeah, okay. Next, I was asked by NeoJake99Gamer would I respond to his. He's doing an open tag. Link down there. Guilty pleasures in gaming. Is there a game or games that you enjoy playing that really is a bit embarrassing, or it's a game that has been absolutely panned and is widely regarded to be rubbish, or is perhaps not aimed at your gender, shall we say? That kind of thing. Is there a game that you like to play that really you shouldn't, according to public opinion or general consensus? Yeah, in my case there are well, one and a bit really. The first one that comes to mind, I don't get why it is so unpopular really, because I love it. Hard driving on the Sega Mega Drive. It was panned by the gaming press back in the day, and I can't remember exactly what year it came out, because the frame rate wasn't super silky smooth, and it's not, but it's adequate. I love that game, but you'll hear so many people say rubbish, because I don't know why. I mean, polygon graphics on the 16-bit systems were fairly ropey, but the Mega Drive was certainly better than the SNES at that time, until the Super FX chip came out. But you know, on an unsouped up cartridge, no expansions or whatever, here was a game that was doing polygons, in my opinion, reasonably well. In everyone else's opinion, it was appalling. But I loved that game. I used to buy Computer and Video Games magazine. I actually bought it from issue 1 or 2, or very, very early on. I went through phases of buying it and not buying it. But at this point, when I was reading it, it was being edited by Julian Rignall, and there was this guy, Radian Automatic. I used to love what he wrote. Can't remember any of it, but I liked the way he did it. But anyway, part of the magazine, I actually got a letter printed in there as well by, what was it, there was this Yob type, mean Yob, something like that. I had a very silly letter printed in there, but anyway, they did this thing in the magazine, high scores. It was like their high score table, and for about 3 months I had the high score for hard driving, which thrilled the hell out of me. I played it on easy. I just did it on the high speed circuit. I didn't go round the stunt circuit, and I was able to just go for hours and hours and hours without dying. And it really wasn't a case of how good was I, so much as how long could I endure playing it that long before I got bored, lost concentration or something. Because on easy, it really was quite easy. I don't actually find it that easy anymore, but I haven't practiced as much. But yes, that's the one. That would be my main guilty pleasure. There is a game that I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure. Do I really, really enjoy it? Well, I find it slightly amusing. This is one where I'm on video, and Barbie and the 12 Princesses or something. I've got a video of it, and it's just like, it actually gets quite a lot of views. It's one of my most popular videos, which is quite embarrassing. It's like, here's a 43-year-old guy playing Barbie on a Game Boy Advance. But it's getting so many views, no way I'm taking that down. Yeah, that I suppose is another guilty pleasure. It's not quite... I think I find that fun purely because of the inappropriateness, the fact it's not aimed at someone like me at all. And the same with that Winnie the Pooh game, though that I couldn't really find much of a game in it. Yeah, that covers that, I think. Open tag, responses to NeoJake99Gamer. Link down there. Okay, another open tag. Well, it's a community question. and I'm assuming I'm getting this is the right question. He sent me a message. The Sainted Magnus show, we'll call him Sainted Magnus because it's easier and shorter and I am lazy, sent me a message saying, would you answer the question, this week's question something. I'm assuming he was talking about this question, which is there a game that really kicked your ass? Yes. Yes there is, and it is one of my favourites. And I mean there are, alright, I'll be honest, is there a game that's kicked my ass or kicks my ass? Yes, almost all of them is the straight answer, and you will know this if you watch my videos. Most games kick my ass. There are a few that I am good at. One or two that I'm very good at. But kick my ass, yeah, most of them. But there is a game that I love. And I love it because it kicks my ass so well and doesn't make me hate it. I've spoken in these terms before. It will just tear you to pieces. It will rip you a new one. It will... Yeah, what was it I said? It will insult your mother. Defender. That is a game. I don't know anyone who is really good at it. And that probably doesn't mean a lot. There are probably people who are very good at it, but I'm not one of them, and I don't know anyone who is. It is brutally hard. It's designed specifically to kick everyone's ass, but it does it in such a satisfying way, because from the moment you start you're in a state of panic, and straight away, you know, it's panic. Oh my god, I'm going to die, quick, hurry, hurry, whoops, I'm dead. And it's fantastic. It doesn't feel unfair. It doesn't feel wrong. It's meant to kick your ass and make you will enjoy it. That's really what it is. You're gonna take a beating and you'll like it. And I do. Yeah, Defender. That's my answer to that one. Have I got anything else to talk about? No, that covers everything I wanted to talk about. It's another short and sweet one this week. God. I have a shout out. And I have a problem in that my interwebs is not working. So I can't show you his channel. So I'm just trying to find the guy's name now. I can't get my page to load. It's been doing it all day. I would just sit and wait a little while and come back and do the video later. But it's doing this all day, so I don't know when I'm even going to get to upload. I can't get. It's weird actually. Some pages will load and some won't. Facebook was working and then it wasn't. Twitter on and off. But it's like when one is working another isn't, which is really crap and confusing. All I can think is that Orange, my ISP, probably their DNS server is playing silly buggers or something. I don't know. Someone's DNS server, something, somewhere, is partly working and partly not. It's like the data pipe has got a thing on the end with holes in it, and some are blocked and some aren't, and as they unblock one they block another. There's a weird analogy for you. Yeah, okay, it's broken. I can't do it. That just bollocks. It's a person who I found, or who found me through this whole I got this thing. He'll know who he is now. I subbed you back. Yes, you. Can't remember your name. Oh, well, it's loaded the page title at least now. This is good. You're, I hope, very, very entertained watching me trying to load a web page and talking about it badly. Here we go. No, I've got the top part of the page loaded now, but not the bit where I can tell you his name. Come on. Okay. EDT 1138. There. Ha! That took a while to get the page up. That's who I'm shouting out. What can I tell you about him? Not a lot. Except that I found his channel yesterday, day before yesterday I think. He commented online on my video, so I went and had a look at his channel, and I like it. What it is, he's doing videos on a number of different stuff, and it's all gaming related and showing the stuff that he's got or talking about stuff. He did this asteroids video, and this is what did it for me. And it was, in fact, it was about games that kick your ass. Yeah, so he was answering that question. So if you were wondering what video kicks his ass, there I've just given it away. But go watch it anyway, because it's a really good video. I was watching that, and the way he spoke, and the way he said it, and the things he spoke about in it, I could really relate to, and I just thought, yeah, I know where this guy's coming from. He's had a similar childhood to me. And the whole... yeah, if you want to wind the child up thing, I just laughed so much at that. And so I watched that, and then I watched some of his other videos, and it is all about temperament. Some people, you know you're watching a like-minded person. There's this humour, there's this clarity of thought there that I like. Lots of good stuff, gaming related, you know, showing his what he's got. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? I do mean gaming related stuff, for those of you with a kind of warped mind. Yeah. It's... blank. It is so damn hard to do when you're doing it from memory and you can't pull it up and show everyone. Yes. Go check his channel out. If memory serves, he's got a couple of 200 and something subs, all well deserved, and that's just a channel I can see going far, because he's just fun to watch and listen to. It's just enjoyable listening to him talk. When he gets onto a subject and gets into his stride, it is really enjoyable. And so that is my shout out this week. I say that when I should say he or something. Edit something. EDT1138. I would tell you his name if I could load his page, but I can't. Sorry. That's got to be the production values wise the worst shout out I've ever done, but it's not my fault. Damn you, Orange, you lousy ISP. But they're all crap at the moment. Actually, okay, yes, moving on. This is something I have wondered about. This is real off the top of your head stuff. Normally when I do a Friday talkie, I have at least thought about what I'm going to say. But this is spur of the moment thing. My ISP is being crap. And I know a lot of people's ISPs are being crap. And I have speculated in the past that... in the UK at least, is it actually BT who are fucking it all up to try and get you to switch to their service? But another thought crossed my mind. I've read in news or whatever, in New Scientist in particular, but probably on interweb type news, that is getting to the point where actually we're going to run out of IP numbers. When they devised the IP system, and what is it, 4 blocks of 3 digits or whatever, they never thought we would get beyond a certain point where we needed more numbers. So they devised it that way, 4 blocks of 3 or whatever. But it is reaching the point, because individuals have got multiple gadgets or whatever connected to the internet, they're running out of numbers. So what are they going to do? There you go, SD card filled up mid-sentence, had to change card. Okay, where was I? Yes, they had devised a new IP system. Whether or not it just meant adding some extra numbers on, I don't know. But it basically meant an big change, like everyone had to shut everything down, install the new whatever infrastructure, I don't know. Meant a big change, meant people having to shut down. Bloody hard thing to do, trying to get people on board to do it, and by this I mean ISPs and whoever's like controlling the DNS servers, controlling the backbone, if you like, all that kind of stuff, massive integration needed to be updated, hardware, software, blah blah blah, big job, trying to get everyone to do it, damned hard. So I do wonder now, the way the interwebs is just getting really crap, certainly around here and people I've spoken to, is it that we've run out of IP numbers and they are like sharing them out a bit? So it's like, okay, that person's been on for a little while, that one's just come on, they need a number, we'll just shut that person down for a little while, take their number away, give it to that person, they can wait a couple of minutes and we'll give them another one which will take away from someone else. Are they sharing them out? Is this like a kind of an interlace thingy, you know, where you appear to have more frames of video than you actually, not scan lines of video than you actually do, because you're swapping them about. Pure speculation on my part, but I mean something's going on, because it's just running so bloody slow and unreliable, and some days are worse than others. And it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Alright, people are at work, but I don't think you would get the most bandwidth use at that time of day, and certainly not here. I mean, there's not going to be massive business use on my local exchange server, something, whatever it is, just here, my loop. So what the hell's going on? People are at work, they're not going to be downloading their films, and I'm not going to be swamped by business traffic. Something else going wrong. That's my pondering on it. No answers, just like, I wonder if it's this. There we go. Okay, coming up. Yeah, bollocks. Alright, yeah, we'll edit all of that out. Did you see the edit? I just spoke about a whole load of stuff and you didn't get to see it because I was so fast. Actually, I just waffled about bollocks and it was meaningless. Coming up, more Atari stuff, but I mean, I've said this before, I am going to try and interweave other stuff in there with it. As you will have seen with the I Got This and Ridge Racer, it's like, I've got other stuff. I have got this massive stockpile of Atari videos that I recorded about 3 weeks ago. And I'm trying to put other stuff in that, partly because it's nice to get a bit of variety in there. Just in case there are people who don't want to watch any more Atari, so I'm going to give you other stuff as well, rather than instead of, I think. Yeah, so you will on occasion find yourself with 2 videos in a night, and it's easy to do that when it's all stockpiled. Sometimes I do, like, I record one a day, but when I've got a big pile of them already recorded, it's so easy to just add another one and throw that out there. Yeah, what else? Don't know really, but that's always the case. More Atari 8-bit and some other stuff. I've got some Dreamcast games I want to do. I've absolutely got loads of Amstrad games that I am definitely going to do. How much of that you get to see this week, I don't know, but it's coming, and dare I say it, Shenmue. Yeah, one day. You know I'm going to plug that game in and my memory card's going to have conked and I'll have lost a lot. That'd be crappy, wouldn't it? Okay, I've waffled enough. Talk about completely off the wall, going round the hours is rambling. Yeah, thank you for watching.